Hey guys, I'm just making this video really quickly because I've been pretty busy over the past couple of days and everyone's wondering what's going on with like the videos on the YouTube channel and everything like that. So I just want to talk about Injustice 2 and just what I think about the game in general because I just finished beating it a couple of hours ago and I got it actually last week and it's been like a week since the game has come out and ever since then, I've been playing it on and off because I've been busy with a couple of things. Like even though like I have a vacation last week and I have another vacation this week, so like I'm off work for like 2 weeks, and that was last week and this week. So needless to say, I've had some free time, and during that free time, I've been playing Injustice 2 on and off because I've had to take care of like a few other things, mostly which are like unrelated to like gaming, and no one's really gonna find that interesting. So I'm really not really gonna go into them. But thoughts on this game, man? Wow, like damn, is this game good? Like it's just like it just blew my mind away. Like at just how awesome this game was. Now, obviously, this is a section that does not have spoilers in it, and I'm gonna keep it that way because I respect that a lot of people haven't had the time to play this game or haven't really are in like two minds on whether to get it or not, or haven't gotten it yet and still want to play the game. So yeah, so I'm not really gonna bring up spoilers like right now during like this thing. There's gonna be another segment after this where I talk about spoilers, and that's really when I can talk about like the entire game and like my thoughts on it and why it's such an amazing game and why I had such a good time playing it. But let's just go into like a few things now which aren't like really spoiler heavy. Now, as far as the characters are concerned, yeah, I mean it's a given. Like my favorite character in the game is Superman. Like I mean there isn't even any challenge as far as like all that's concerned. Like I mean if you've been following my YouTube, you've been following my DC Facebook fandom website, then you know that I'm a huge Superman fan, and yeah, that's like he's the best. There's like no challenge as far as that's concerned. Now, my second favorite character in this game is the Damian Wayne Robin, and damn, is this character done well in this game. And he's just like totally awesome. And again, like if I say like why this character is so good, I have to go into the spoiler territory, which I'm not going to go into this territory now. As far as the difficulty of this game is concerned, this game is relentlessly hard. Like, I mean, if you choose any other mode other than like very easy to medium and play the story mode on like very easy to medium, you might not have like that much of a problem. But damn, is it hard on hard. Like, I mean, I would have had to put in like maybe 24 hours, like roughly. Yeah, if that's like all in one go, like using energy drinks or whatever and like cold water and stuff, then yeah, 24 hours. But if that's like split up, then yeah, then like split up 24 hours. But like the aggregate time that it took me to beat this game on hard was 24 hours. And many times I was like super frustrated and I was just like, God damn, like why is this so excruciatingly hard? But now that I've beaten the game and I'm kind of happy that it was like that hard because it actually feels like in the comic universe, if you were to like fight all these like fictional characters and everything like that, it would be like that. It wouldn't be like like a walk in the park, like you just hit someone a few times and then they're down and everything. So yeah, as far as like difficulty goes, I mean if you're like a casual gamer, your best bet is from very easy to like medium. If you're decent at fighting games, kind of like me, although if I go online, like I'll probably like not even win like a single game. Like I probably might win like one in like a 50 games or something like that because that's like how intense people are online. But if you're like a little half decent at like fighting games, I recommend the hard difficulty setting, and it'll take you like approximately like maybe 24 hours to beat the game with like a lot of like attempts over and over and over because there's like some fights that you just keep losing. And to be honest, like I mean you need like some luck to win those fights because they're just like so excruciatingly hard. Now again, if I like talk about like which fights these are and like what happens, then I have to go into spoiler territory, which this entire like segment is not spoilers, so I'm not really gonna do that. But Yeah, I mean, this game like really like pushed me, and it was really frustrating at times. But when it's all said and done, then you're kind of happy that like it was a challenge. It wasn't just a walk in the park. And other than that, yeah, so some other like really good characters that I thought were in this game was like probably like my third favorite overall in the game was Flash. Now he has a super move where he like travels back in time, and they've taken some stuff from the TV show where there's like there's like duplicates from like different timelines, because I think that's how it works. He has like when he runs really fast, he has a duplicate, and then those duplicates kind of like merge and everything like that. But his super move's like the coolest thing ever. Like he goes back in time. Like first he goes to ancient Egypt, so he hits someone on one of the Sphinx's statues or something like that, and then he goes back like even further, and then he hits someone on a T-Rex, and the T-Rex just like growls, and then like that's happening so fast that it's done like 2 times, and then when he comes back, then they're like the two the two versions bash, and you can see like the effect and everything like that. Like honestly, words aren't really gonna do this justice. Like you have to go, if anything, just go and see Flash's super move. Like you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, and that thing was just like whoa. And funny story, like actually before I was playing this game, I was seeing this interview that Ed Boon did. Like he's a guy who did Mortal Kombat games, and now he's like doing all these DC games and everything like that. Excellent job. And he was talking about like how they thought that the Flash's super move was too ambitious, and they wouldn't be able to like pull him off, like going in time and all that. But when they did it, it's like it was really cool. And yeah, like 10 out of 10, really cool, awesome. So other than like Superman, Damian Wayne, and Flash, there is I don't know. There aren't like characters like who just at the top of my head like come out as like like just amazing off the top. Like Green Lantern, I thought that he could have been done a little better, because like I mean his ring can make like so many constructs. Like they could have done a few constructs, like maybe like something like he turns into a tank and he fires a tank shell at someone, or he maybe like turns into like a bomber or like a fighter jet or something like that, and he like he doesn't turn into it, but like his ring can create like all those things. So maybe his ring creates like a tank, and he's like operating the tank, and he shoots like tank shells at people, or like his ring creates like a fighter jet, and he has like all these like missiles and stuff like that. But I mean the constructs are pretty basic, and as far as like the super move goes, he just like becomes like a mech and everything, and it's called like the Mech Assault super move and stuff. And so some of the other characters that were introduced in this game that I'm really looking forward to, and I look forward to playing as, but weren't all that good, was I thought was Firestorm, because I don't know, I just found him like a little hard to use, because all his like moves were like kind of different compared to like all the other guys. But a good character nonetheless. I'm probably gonna play as him in like the ladders and stuff. But yeah, I mean, like some of the characters that I want to play and on the ladders are like characters like Deadshot, who I think are like pretty cool, and like Captain Cold and all those guys, and they should be pretty fun, because like when you play them like on the ladder, you just like play as them, and then you get like one of those like alternate endings and stuff like that, in which like they're the star of the show and all that, but it's not really canon. So yeah, and this isn't really not a spoiler, because that every character in the game can be the star of the show. So yeah, and that's about it as far as like spoilers go, and like thoughts about the game are concerned, spoiler free. So yeah, I mean if if you're a gamer and you like fighting games, like this game is a must get. Like in my opinion, and anyone who likes fighting games is gonna like this game. If you're a DC fan, like a hardcore DC fan like me, this game is like a must get for you. So yeah, and I hope I've done some justice to explaining how Injustice was, and if you have any comments, if you have any concerns, just like drop them out in the comment section. If you're seeing this video anywhere and you want a link to like my video to my YouTube channel, I'll be happy to send that to you. If you want a link to my DC Facebook fandom website, I can send that to you pretty easily. So yeah, and have a great time, and I hope you give this game a try, and see y'all later.